What up, y'all? It's your boy Defekt and this motherfucker in the flesh. Still repping Widowmaker. Ain't shit changed. Month to month and year, motherfucker. So I figure, like, you know, a month from today, my record will have been out a couple weeks. I figure by then, it'll be up on all the torrent sites. You know, people have done bootlegged it by then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it'll probably be up on YouTube and shit. Because that's just how they do nowadays, you know? I mean, there'll probably be more discs burned of the album and given to friends than what actually translated into record sales, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the world we live in. I ain't mad about it, you know, it's fuck it. If people are bootlegging this shit, clearly the album was good, right? So the more you bootleg it, the better the album was. What the fuck are you gonna do, man? It's just the world we live in. Tonight, I'm going to start pre-orders for an album that consumed 8 years of my life. Let me put that in perspective for you, you know? I haven't had a relationship last 8 years. I haven't had a job last 8 years. I mean, that was longer than high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a long fucking time, you know? So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, for all y'all motherfuckers that have been around and hanging out, waiting for this new album to come out for 8 fucking years, you sick motherfuckers. I mean, nothing in that time, nothing in my life in that time lasted 8 years. Not a fucking thing. I moved 5 times. I changed jobs a bunch of times. The only constant has been working on this fucking record and the love that I get from motherfuckers, you know, people waiting for the album, people that, you know, love Broken Mirrors and they want to hear the new shit, you know, where's the new shit, Defekt? Why is it taking you 8 years, you know? 8 years is a long fucking time to be working on an album, you know, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened in that time, man. I couldn't even begin to start telling you guys in a short little, you know, web video what all has happened in that time, because a lot of shit has happened in that time. Something unexpected happened in that time. There's a lyric in one of the new tracks that says, I'm not the angry kid I was back when we first met. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up, you know, and I think everybody that's watching this that was hanging around back in those old school days of Broken Mirrors or whatever, y'all motherfuckers grew up too, you know? And I mean, when I started listening to the Wicked shit, I was like 13 years old. And even if somebody was 13 years old listening to Broken Mirrors and feeling that shit, you know, now, fuck, you know, you're like 21, 22, you know, you probably got a kid and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a long fucking time, you know? And for y'all, you crazy bastards to still be hanging around waiting for this new album, that says something, man. I mean, that's literally been the only constant in my fucking life, you know? Is that people still waiting for the new Defekt record, you know? If it wasn't for that shit, I probably would have gave up a long time ago, you know what I mean? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I really appreciate y'all motherfuckers. This album is for you. You sick bastards that have been hounding me for 8 years on a fucking record, you know? It's real, man, because it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you guys. And I gotta tell you, it's the best music I've ever done, you know? Part of the reason it took me 8 years is, you know, I was trying to do everything myself, and this shit was coming out, and it didn't sound good, man. It was forced. I wasn't really feeling it, you know. I mean, the shit was it just wasn't coming out good. It felt forced, and when you force it out and you're not having fun making music, shit's gonna come out whack. It's not gonna be good music, you know. Even if the quality is good, you know, production is better, it's still not going to be a good song, you know, because you weren't having fun doing it and you don't have the heart behind it, you know. So I went through a period where I was like trying to force myself to make good music, and I wasn't having fun with it, you know. I was doing it all myself in my fucking bedroom, you know, in my little studio in the basement kind of shit, you know, and it just wasn't coming out as good as I thought it could, you know. So then I hooked up with Fritz two and a half years ago. And the reality is, man, the majority of the music that ended up on the record, it was done in the last 2.5, 3 years, you know, with working with Fritz. It's not a bunch of random bullshit that I made over the last 8 years and put it together and fed to you guys as a fucking album, you know? That's not what it is. It's a fucking, it's a great record, and every song is a piece to the puzzle, you know? And I think we schooled it. I think it's a great fucking record, and I think the old school motherfuckers that are still hanging on, that are watching this video, that are waiting for the pre-orders, you know, that are looking, you know, waiting for this fucking album to come out. I think you guys are gonna love this shit. To be honest with you, I think you will. And I'm really fucking nervous, as you can tell, because this has been a long time coming. So if you hate it, I mean, I know the record's not gonna be for everybody. You know, it's dark. It's definitely emphasizes the dark side of life, you know. But I think you old school motherfuckers are really gonna like it. So if I'm wrong and it was whack, my bad, you know. We waited 8 years for a whack fucking album, you know. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think you motherfuckers, I'm drunk as fuck. I'm really not. This is only my second tall boy. I'm not really that drunk. I just look drunk. I don't know. I'm just tired. That's what it is. So in closing, I just want to say, you know, I hope you guys like the record. I know that I do. I love it. I think it's a great record. I hope you guys like it. And I promise it won't be 8 years again. We're going to get started on the new shit. The new, like, as soon as the year 2013 is, as long as the world doesn't end, Defekt gonna be working on a new record in January, February. So I'm gonna catch up on some video games in the meantime. But January, February, we're gonna break ground on a new record, and it's assuming y'all motherfuckers actually like the new direction. So with that, man, I'm out. Love you, and I hope you like the record. Peace.